Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets, today joined by
Brett
of Anamyces, and happy birthday to me!
Happy birthday!
Today's my birthday,
Woo.
turning 29.
Yeah.
Old man, almost.
Yeah, almost getting old.
Almost getting old. We'll say that.
Almost. And when it's my turn, you'll laugh. So.
But yeah, 29. And for the occasion, we're cracking a vintage classic whale.
Yeah, I think so.
I gotta give a big thanks to Marcus Leung for this bottle. He was sending some homebrew he wanted some feedback on, and then he gave me an extra without letting me know. And this is a vintage bottle of Westvleteren 12. Westvleteren 12. You see it here, and you see this is a labeled bottle, and that means this vintage is from 2012, because that was when they did this gift pack of Westvleteren 12s with a glass. Because I think there was a fire or there's something at the brewery, and they kind of needed funding for that. So they did like a special version, or not a special version, but a commercialized version. And it even, like the 12 is on there on the cap. I think usually it's the logo of Sixtus.
Oh.
Sixtus, this here that's on the cap. So that's even changed as well. But that made it to like the States and everything as well, which is kind of crazy. So it was at least released on the 9th or the 2nd of September 2012.
Yeah. So
this
it's
is
almost 7 years old.
Like 6.5-year-old vintage, which is, I don't think I've had that old beer in a while.
No.
So, and you've never had Westie 12.
No. I've always passed on it because I was just like, yeah, I'll just drink Rochefort 10 instead.
Yeah, it's so much cheaper.
But
Now we're going to get to tickets. So I think, because I poured the beer in your glass, you got a little bit sediment compared to mine.
Yeah, I think so.
Just look at
so. Mine is more grey.
Yeah, and muddy looking.
Yeah.
There is a lot of sediment in the bottom of the glass there.
Yeah. Not the bottle, but
bottle. But yeah, otherwise, if you look at my glass, it's like this ruby reddish color. There's also
yours looks much better than mine.
It doesn't look too nice with all that murk.
No.
But otherwise, nice looking kind of beige-ish head. Check out the aroma.
Oh, that's oxidized.
It's really oxidized. It smells like
port
sherry
wine.
or port wine. It's like crazy oxidized.
Whoa! That is the most oxidized beer I've ever smelled.
It smells like a little bit like mead as well. I'm getting loads of honey.
Yeah, loads of honey and like super overripe figs and plums.
It is, but it's luckily it's not papery or toffee.
No, it's not.
But it smells like a glass of port.
Yeah, it does. Like in beer form, just not as like powerful and impactful.
Impressive enough. There's like still some doughy breadiness.
Yeah, I think so.
To it.
There's definitely almost like a bit of like pumpernickel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, pumpernickel bread.
Pumpernickel bread.
And underneath there's the dark fruits with the candied fruitiness. Like you can sense the essence of the beer, and then like this crazy. It almost smells like it's a barrel aged. Westie 12.
Yeah, because it almost has
oaky.
this oaky.
Yeah.
Smell to it,
which is interesting.
Yeah,
it actually smells pretty good. I think this is an example of oxidation that's actually nice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it can go so bad that it just smells like fucking cardboard and like just like wet wood.
It's just really interesting smelling a beer like this because it's just so different when it's oxidized like this.
Yeah.
You can't really replicate it, with just like a fresh beer.
No. It's just so different. Yeah. We should at one point try and get because we can buy it locally nowadays.
Yeah, the fresh bottle.
Just buy a fresh bottle, but let's try a 6.5-year-old glass of Westie 12. Cheers and happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Ooh, much less oxidized on the flavor.
Yeah.
Lots of honey.
Yeah.
On the aftertaste, you're getting a bit more of the oxidized.
I was just about to say it comes a bit back, but it's not as much. But I still think you definitely sense it's oxidized, but not as much.
Sure. I think you can pinpoint that quite easily. But yeah, otherwise, Lots of dark fruit, candied sugar.
Yeah, brown sugar.
Yeah, lots of
like
brown
almost
sugar.
like a burnt brown sugar.
More like a sweeter bread. Like we do like bread at the brewery I work at with like figs in it. It's like a sweeter bread with figs in it. It reminds me of that actually, like caramelized figs. Oh, but Pina would love that.
Yeah.
Caramelized figs.
But it has still a bit of like a lightly, spicy kind of note to
peppery.
It. Yeah. Reminds me a bit of like pumpernickel bread or something.
A little bit of clove or something, but there is just a tiny twinge of spice for sure.
I think so.
It's actually, I think it's aged fairly well.
I think
considering that it's 6 years. There's some warmth of alcohol going down still, but it's totally
super
mellow.
Smooth. Yeah.
Super smooth. Medium crisp mouthfeel. The amount of carbonation still in here is pretty impressive too.
Yeah, because I was just about to say it's definitely more soft than I would imagine it being fresh, but it's still carbonated in a nice way. For sure. You probably shouldn't have aged this for 1 or 2 more years.
No. I think this is like on the edge where it's just like, and then it's totally cracked.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's like right on the edge.
Good time to crack it.
Yeah. Instead of just sitting on it. But yeah, and then like there's that like the dry fruitiness. It's almost like you mixed sherry, port wine, mead, and a Westie 12, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm also getting a bit of like a peppery note, but I guess that kind of melts into that spicy.
Yeah, spicy, peppery, black peppercorn type flavor.
I think so.
Like sweet honey, but it's a very easy drinking Belgian strong dark ale or quad. It is. But the age, of course, helps, but it's super smooth. Yeah. I mean, it's almost 11%. You know,
it goes down easily, and it's nicely complex, but still drinkable, and it's definitely not the best beer in the world as it's being.
No. It used to be.
People sell it off. Shops sell it as beer. Yeah. But it's a very nice, strong Belgian dark ale.
I agree. I think I would prefer. I mean, I did it blind, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
I think so. Yeah.
Where I actually ended up preferring Rochefort 10, and Dad ended up preferring this.
It's a close race between those two.
Yeah, they're quite similar.
I think so.
But that being said, what's it called? The St. Bernard's 12 is also very good, and that's probably the one that's more similar to this because I think the recipe was based off of this beer.
Oh, okay.
Because they brewed it for a little bit for Sixtus or something like that. I can't remember the exact story, but I think there is some similarities. Yeah. But I can't remember what I graded it last time I had it. I think it was like a 95 or something, but I don't feel like going as high right now with this bottle, to be honest. No. A little lower.
I was thinking 93.
I was thinking 92.
Yeah.
I think it's still drinking very nice, but I think it would be better with a slightly fresher bottle.
Yeah, I think
But it's still a very nice Belgian Trappist. I mean, if you've never had Westie 12, you should try it. But it was fun to try one of these oldies again. Thanks a ton to Marcus for sending this one, dude, as an extra. This was, like he said, a homebrew. And yeah, this was just an extra. It's a very good extra to have. A vintage Westie 12. That's awesome.
Cool.
Because I suck at aging beer for that long. I end up using it for shares and drinking it and reviewing it for YouTube. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun. So thanks for having us take a stroll down memory lane and have Brett finally take Westie 12. So if you guys had a chance to try Westie 12 age, let us know what you thought of it. Do you have a preference in terms of age? I know a lot of terms of age. I think a lot of people have preference like with Orval. I think a lot of people say like 6 to 9 months is best.
Yeah,
or something like that. But it varies a lot, and I think it's the same with a lot of the other Belgian Trappists. So if you have a preference, let us know. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe. Check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And cheers and happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
And see you guys in another beer review. Stay to me.